It's been a little while since the wolf's voiced his thoughts on anything lately. Quite a lot's happened since I have. So why the silence? Well, I thought it might be appropriate to sit back for a change and just see what happens, see what I might discover. And oh, the truths that have revealed themselves to me. Lethal injection. Doczilla. HHHGame99. You might be a little surprised to hear from me so soon after that little stunt that you pulled. You beat me down pretty bad, boys. You know, I have one question for you. And no, it's not why. I've already seen your little attempt to explain yourselves, so I know where your head's at. No, I got another question for you. Is that all you've got? You honestly think that little assault that you put on me and Kate is really going to be enough to keep us down? You see, you made the same mistake that GL made just a couple of weeks ago. You beat me down, you had me reeling, but you didn't finish me off. It's pretty funny, isn't it? After all of that, you still couldn't get the job done completely. I don't think I have to tell you what that means. It's kind of sad, really. It didn't have to be this way, HHH. Not at all. Truth is, though, I've known for quite a while that you've had a problem with me. Even before the hijinks started, I noticed it. You're trying to say that I was ungrateful, that I wasn't being a team player. The way I see it, I think you simply had a problem with the fact that your lethal enforcer was holding 3/5 of the gold that Lethal Injection was carrying around at the time. You've made it pretty loud and clear just how much those titles mean to you over anything else. Now, you also mentioned me losing my focus, losing my edge, when the Hind took the girls and the belts. I'm not gonna lie. On that, I'm inclined to agree to a point. And it took me a long week and a half to get my mind straight. And through that whole time, I don't recall you or Doc really offering too much support with that. Now, when Lethal Injection let themselves get bloated, lazy, unfocused, I was there within 2 weeks, and I was there training you, watching over you, making sure that you got your edge sharp again. You didn't do a goddamn thing for me when the shoe was on the other foot. Nothing short of egging me on, saying, "Oh, the Hind's gonna get it," or "Ooh, Kempo Kid's gonna get a beating." We used to talk quite a bit as a team before all that. You cut me out of it when the hijinks started. But honestly, I'm not really mad about that. See, because I didn't ask for the help. I decided to carry that burden by myself, so that you, Doc, and Rebel could focus on your own battles. But even then, I still supported you. And then that night, when all hell broke loose, I thought we were still on the same page when you and Doc showed up in the back and took it to the Hind's cronies. Well, you certainly proved me wrong on that, didn't you, Game? It never really seemed to bother you that the Hind took the Divas, or that Rugged Rebel's been missing in action for 2 weeks now, without a trace. All that's been on your mind are those belts, those little bits of gold put on the leather straps. Are you really that shallow, boys? Did it really piss you off that badly that I wasn't there to hold your hands when Rage and the big bad Black Army beat you, and then you ended up with the jobber tag titles? It didn't really concern me because, one, we've always managed to overcome adversity as a team, and two, it was an SWL show. Now granted, ADS had to step in for SBD because of technical issues, but I was under the impression that DWI belts couldn't be won or defended on SWL shows and vice versa. Did I miss something? But anyways, that didn't matter to you, did it? It just eats you up inside every time you come up on the losing end. So Halloweeny comes around, and you've got the power of co-GM. And the way you handle that, as much as I hate to admit it, was oh so predictable. You let all of that power go straight to your head, didn't you? Between you and the Hind, I'm honestly not sure who's really worse at this point. It's obvious to me, though, that the ass has had quite the influence on you. Didn't have to be this way, you know. We could have settled this face to face. We could have talked, could have parted ways respectfully. But nope. You waited until the moment that was the most convenient for you to catch me off guard, and you attacked me from behind like a couple of cowards. You threw everything short of the kitchen sink at me, and you still couldn't get the job done. How pathetic is that? So I got the boot from Lethal Injection. Boo-hoo. You want to know the real truth, game? Truth is, I was getting a little tired of hanging around a couple of dogs. And that's exactly what you and Doczilla are, game. A couple of pitiful dogs who in the end only have their bark to make up for their shortcomings. Now I can give you credit where it's due. You cut electrifying promos, game, in your own way. You got plenty of style. But where's your substance? Where's your credentials? What exactly have you really accomplished when you had to go it alone that really helps you to stand out? You are tough, Triple H, but deep down, you know it. You know this because it eats away at you. Prompts you to go and make rash, foolish choices. You know deep down that I'm tougher than you, that I'm sharper than you, that I'm flat out better than you. I don't think you have the balls to take me on one-on-one without somebody watching your back, because you know that the only way you have a slight chance of taking me down is that if you take every little advantage that you can. Well, that's fine, because I'll be happy to beat the crap out of the both of you, whether it's one at a time or both of you at once. You got a problem with what I'm saying? Then you man up. You prove me wrong, because you're the one that has something to prove here, not me. As for the Doc, well, congratulations on that shallow, unprestigious victory in regards to the sharpshooter title last night. You really busted your ass for that, didn't you? Enjoy it while you can, Doc, 'cause let's be honest with ourselves. I could shoot circles around you all day. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that just about anyone in the DWI or the SWL could beat you for that title easily. I know one thing, it should be fun to find out.